400 convection. Start, preheat the oven. Banana muffins. 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour sifted. Here's how you do it without sifting. Put your lid on, turn it upside down, fluff it, leave it at an angle. Put your cup in. Don't scoop it, just tip it. Let it fill. Couple taps, scrape it off, you get the same volume as sifting. 2 teaspoons baking powder. 1, 2, 3/4 teaspoon salt. 1/3 cup sugar. Okay, blend it around with the whisk, stir evenly. Now we'll do the liquid ingredients. Okay, you can use between 2 and 4 tablespoons of butter. I'll use 3 and we'll melt that. Okay, normally we use 2 eggs and 3/4 cup of milk. Because I'm going to add, as an added ingredient, 2 ripe bananas, that's a lot of more liquid. So instead of regular milk, I'm going to use buttermilk, which is thicker. You can use regular milk and either use 1 egg or just add a little bit more flour to get the right consistency. Two ripe bananas. Just squeeze that out of there. Blend it up good. And then we'll add the milk. Add in the buttermilk. Brings me up to 2 total cups. Would have been about a cup and a half, a little bit more without the bananas. This is the most important point. The minimum blending you can do to get it to come together, it should still have some lumps. So we're going to pour the liquid ingredients in there and watch what I do. Just shake it around, get it blended a little bit. And now, this is the key, the minimum strokes that we can to get it blended. And there's a little experience in here looking at this and deciding if it's the right thickness. And I can see before I finish blending it right now, it's going to be a little thick. I'm going to add a touch of milk. All right, and that's because we used buttermilk. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup extra milk. All right, stir that around. Now we'll finish the blend. So we've only done like 5 or less than 10 probably. Now we're finishing up. Make sure it's blended in the middle. And that should be about it. Okay, there's lumps, and that is the right consistency. If you overblend it, you get holes and your muffins come out bad. This recipe makes 1 dozen good-sized muffins. Sources I used for it, which is very close to Joy of Cooking, says 2 dozen, but you don't get 2 dozen unless you make really tiny muffins. So fill your tins with muffin stuff. An alternative that I like to use is just a little bit of vegetable spray or butter. So all you have to do is well grease it. Okay, so I'll use the Pam cooking oil, but some people don't like the oil. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Our oven just beeped. The preheat is done at 400. I've got it on single rack convection. We're going to fill each of these 2/3 full. But having made this recipe before, I know that we're just going to use it all up and fill it. These are a little bit more than 2/3 right here. It'll poof out the top. All right, I had to redistribute a little bit from the first 2 I overfilled, but that's the entire recipe. Everything's about 3/4 full into the oven. Set the timer for 20 minutes, 400 degrees into the oven. And there you can see it, and I got a pan underneath to catch drips. Okay, now we throw our stuff away and clean up. Elapsed time so far was only about 15 minutes. Okay, that's what they look like in 20 minutes. That looks good. Good browning, good rise. Let's pop one out. You can see it comes right out of the pan without any problems. Just grab it and pick it right up. And now we will just open that up. and take a look. Okay, moisture, a little bit moist right in here. Okay, let's try that and see if it's overly moist for the banana. Nope, not too big of holes. Looks good. Tastes great. That's cooked. Look how nice they just come right out of there. Okay, just pick them right out. And it doesn't take much butter either. If you want to use butter instead of Pam to spray these.